Viewers, and welcome. Today we are going to talk about how you can improve your English speaking in the shortest possible time. All of us have a problem of time. We want to do everything in the least time necessary. So efficiently you want to learn English, but you want to learn it within a short time. These strategies will help you. To start with, you need to spend only a couple of minutes to find out at which level you are. This channel, Sumita Roy's English Classroom, caters to all of you at different levels. Whoever wants to learn English will find something useful here. So if you're a beginner who is messaging me in your own language saying you cannot speak a single sentence of English, that means your self-evaluation is that you have to learn all the 100%. At present, you are at 0% of speaking and you have possibilities of learning 100. Don't get scared. You need to do a little bit of work and you will be able to do it. Suppose you are at a mid-level. You can identify yourself when you are able to speak fluently, but sometimes you hesitate. Sometimes your mind becomes blank. At other times, you know you're making mistakes. Suppose you're traveling to a country where English is spoken and not your mother tongue. You can speak English making as many mistakes as you want because people there will not expect you to speak perfect English. English is not your language, so they expect you not to know the language well. But suppose you are going for an interview where you are going to work in an atmosphere where English is the language, the official language you're going to use, then your English has to be correct as well as fluent. So you have different levels of speaking. Spend 2 minutes today after watching the video to identify at which level you are. Unless you know how much you want to learn, you cannot learn it fast. Now we come to the second point, and that is, what is the need of English which you have? This is called needs analysis. I remember some comments of parents and grandparents saying that they would like to speak to their children or grandchildren who only speak English. So they want to learn the language even though they say that we are very old. Don't worry, age is only a number. I'm also very old. But it doesn't matter. We can learn anything at any time in our life. So if your need is that you want to learn English to teach your child or to speak to your grandchildren who don't speak your language but speak only English, then you have to identify that. Suppose you tell me that you're not getting a job because of English. Somebody called up and said that I have an interview tomorrow. After a day or two, when I asked, how did you do your interview? They said, I did not get it because of my English. This happens very often. I remember many years back, a young boy saying that he had appeared for 20 interviews and did not get. Then I said, from 20 interviews, what did you learn? I learned that I need to improve my English. Then did you improve? He said, no, I haven't started improving. Then I said, start today. And after a few weeks, when you have your next interview, I'm sure you will get selected. That boy, young boy, he worked so hard just for about 10 days and then came and told me that, Madam, I have got a job. So you can see it can be learnt in the shortest time. If you, time is not important here. Important is your energy, your concentration, your ability. So there are many situations where you need to speak English. It might be a social occasion. It might be a speech you have to give. Remember, many videos are there what to say on a birthday or how to make a speech when you go for a particular occasion. Those will help you to learn. So you need to find out. That also will take you not more than 2 minutes. So 2 minutes to evaluate your speaking, 2 minutes to find out why you need to learn good English or why you need to learn any kind of English, speaking specially. These 4 minutes you can spend on any day, any time, even if you are, just sitting idle, or you are traveling, or you are brushing your teeth. You have 4 minutes, I'm sure, to do these two steps. Now we move to the third step. What are the processes you should follow? Depending on your level of evaluation, the first point which I told you, you have to begin. Now, if you do not know any English, then you need to practice at least for an hour to start with. 1 hour of speaking, you can only do shadowing. There are many, many videos which I have put for shadowing. I have also told you, by showing you objects and saying, repeat after me, this is the name of the object. I have given you drills, noun drill, verb drill. These are all very important for beginners. So take 5 minutes only. 5 minutes, you repeat for half an hour. That is 6 times, same 5 minutes 6 times. Then take another 5 minutes 6 times. 1 hour is finished. Okay, today's activity is over. Now, after this 1 hour, spend 2 or 3 minutes trying to speak what you have just now heard 6 times, 10 minutes. So you have 10 minutes of English with you. Condense it into 2 minutes. So on day 1, you have spent 1 hour and 2 minutes. That is 62 minutes. Next day, you need not spend that much time. You can cut it to half an hour or 45 minutes. Next day, you can cut it lesser, because we are learning to improve English in the shortest possible time, as less time as possible. You do it till you come to that day where you listen only once and only 5 minutes. After listening for only 5 minutes, only one time, can you speak? That is your test. So you start with 1 hour, then you go to 45 minutes, then you go to half an hour, then you go to 20 minutes, then 15 minutes, then 10 minutes, then 5 minutes. If you can do this, it will take you 1 week. And at the end of the week, you test yourself by saying, can I speak what I heard just now? Again, evaluate yourself. This is for beginners. Now, for mid-level or intermediate level, what should you do? You should, instead of only listening, you should listen. Take one video, 20-minute video. I'm putting all short videos now. Listen to it. Stop the video, 20 minutes. Now speak about what you understood from the video in 5 minutes. So your practice need not be 1 hour like the basic. Your practice is for 25 minutes. Now you need 5 more minutes, and that makes it half an hour. In those 5 minutes, listen to what you have spoken. Please record when you're speaking 5 minutes and listen to that recording and try to see where you have hesitated, where you have stopped for a long time, where you could not get a word, or where you have made a mistake, then you have to spend a little more time in learning to correct those mistakes. So, second day, no new passage, nothing new, no video. Go to those videos where the mistakes you have made are corrected. It might be vocabulary, it might be pronunciation, it might be grammar. All videos are here. You know, this channel has now become like a buffet where you have hundreds of varieties of food. You choose whatever you want. You can't eat everything. You know, you go to a party, you can't eat everything that is served. You go and pick out whatever you choose, whatever you require, your taste, your requirement, your preference, and then you eat. Now, when it comes to advanced level, what practice will you do? The advanced level learner needs to start by correcting. So, listen to whichever video you want and then give your opinion about the video. Don't repeat what is there in the video. Give your opinion. What is there in this video which is useful to a learner? What is there in this video which could be better? What are you seeing in and around the video? Like you see, there are curtains behind me. You can see the color. You can see other colors also on this. In certain places, there are slides in certain videos where there are colors. There are many videos of picture reading. Look at all these things and then critique them. This is called critique. CRITIQUE. That means you judge them. You talk about them. You give your ideas about them. Record it and see whether you're able to use an impressive language, a correct language, a language which you want. This practice, if you do for a few days, you will find that improvement is tremendous. This kind of exercises for beginners, for mid and for advanced level learners is the practice which you need to do for improving in the least possible time. Just a week, maybe. Or if you're really good and you're putting in more hours, I said 1 hour for beginners. If you're spending 3 hours, then the week gets cut to 2 days. You know, instead of 6 days, you have only 2 days because you have put in 3 hours per day. So in 2 days, you find that your improvement is tremendous. Nothing could be of a shorter time. So once you start improving, it becomes like a reward. You know, you feel, oh, I am improving really. This is highly motivating. Please remember that for learning anything new, we need motivation. So how will you motivate yourself? Spend the shortest time to begin your improvement. Look at the title, you know, improvement. How to improve English. You improve from your level to a slightly better level, to a higher level. And once you improve, you feel, oh, I want to improve some more. I want to improve some more. And in this way, you go ahead. There are many people who come to the channel and who are saying that they are improving. I know they are really improving when they listen so carefully that they find a mistake. You know, sometimes there are some typos. Typo is, you know, just while putting or while reading, I might make a mistake in a particular slide. Then who is the person who's able to identify it? That learner who has improved so much that he or she is able to spot and correct. These I know only from your comments. Therefore, by writing a comment, you improve in the shortest possible time, because you have to, after watching the video, you have to think in English and then you have to put it down in written English. Remember, writing is a great discipline to improve your English. Soon I will give you a video on essay writing, beginners, middle level, and advanced level. So before writing the essay, what you have to do? You have to think about the points. You might make a draft by speaking out those points. Many people do that. As you are writing, you read it aloud or you speak a little and then you record whatever you've spoken and write it down. Many times when you speak, then you play it again, you replay it, and you prepare the script. Google, of course, does it for you. There are many apps now which help you immensely. But if you want to learn in the shortest time, you have to give the highest possible energy contribution. Money is not necessary, as I told you again and again. I'm preparing the videos only to benefit you. So, if you want to spend something in learning English, spend your energy. Put all your energy into one point. Once you concentrate like that, you learn. So, the best way to speak is to practice constantly, to listen and read whatever you can in English and speak about it immediately. Suppose you've seen a movie yesterday. The movie might be in your mother tongue. Doesn't matter. The movie might be in any language. Discuss that movie in English now. Talk about that movie. You're reading a book. You read a book in the last 4 days. You completed the book. Now, the book might be in any language. I'm not worried about that. If you read an English book, your knowledge of the language improves. But suppose you feel comfortable reading your language, please read. But try to say what you read, what you liked, what you did not like in English. Try to tell the whole story of whatever you had or all the points you read in the book, if it is a self-help book, in English. When you find different context for practice, your speaking becomes better quickly. Recently, I have given you a video on the art of storytelling. Human life is a story. Every day what is happening to you is a story. So if you want to learn quickly, if you want to improve your English fast, then every day choose one incident from your life or your friend's life or something which you have seen on the road and describe it in English to yourself. Or find yourself an audience to describe it. Because if you do it every day, it takes maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Today I was walking on the road. Suddenly I found one car was speeding. A policeman came and stopped the car and asked them to show the license. Then he gave them a slip through which they have to pay a fine for speeding. You just saw it. It takes just half a second for you to remember what you saw and another minute or two to speak about it. If you're at a beginner's level, use simple words, simple sentences. If you're at a higher level, higher and higher, use the sentences, the vocabulary, the words, everything at a higher level. Make it a more complicated narration. You can do this. Every day when you do this, you find improvement. And the last and the best point is you welcome feedback. If you want to improve quickly, keep asking people, how am I speaking? I remember somebody telling me, please don't speak my language, you are killing my mother tongue. Very powerful feedback, very negative feedback. Then, instead of getting angry, I said, tell me what mistakes I'm making. Tell me how I can correct my mistakes. Tell me how I can improve. So if you look for feedback and you get negative feedback, don't be disappointed. The best feedback is something which makes you sit up and take notice. Okay, I have to improve. This is a very bad feedback. And if you do this, starting from evaluating your speaking to taking feedback, all the processes, you will find that shortest time might be, as I told you, just 2 days or a week or 10 days. But this is only improving your level. You are at one level, you improve and go higher. But if you want complete improvement, you need to continue to practice. So, all the best and thank you.